Hello, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'm ill and I've actually had a really rough week. I've been ill all week and I've had exams and then I had a migraine, so it's been a bit of a nightmare. Second of all, I don't usually just randomly wear dark like liquid lipsticks in the day, but I was watching some like Sean EXO decluttering videos and I was like, yeah, let me declutter my 4 lipsticks. So I was just like trying them on to see which ones I still want to keep and stuff like that. So I thought I would sit in this cozy spot like I did for my video where I talked about how I failed my maths exam, to talk about something a bit different but also more positive. When I sit in front of the window it's the best lighting, but then also it kind of makes my face go a bit white, like you can see. But yeah, so I am swapping degrees next year. It's a process that I thought about, I think by the end of Michaelmas term, which is the first term. I knew that I didn't want to do maths anymore, and basically that would leave me with biology and Spanish, and then that's not really natural sciences anymore, that's biology with a Spanish minor. And then I was considering, do I really want to do Spanish still? And I basically decided that I would, but because I have enjoyed it, but I think it would be easier if I swapped to single honours. This process is obviously a bit complicated because basically how it works is in biology there's different sort of pathways. So there's like bio B-I-O-L is what comes before, and then you have some numbers. So you have bio 111 for example, and that's a module and you take 5 modules, and there's like there's a few streams. So there's the Bio 110 series, that's Bio 111, Bio 112, etc, and that's biochemistry. And I didn't take that series, but I did do Bio 112 as an audit module. You might remember from some of my older vlogs, which meant that I attended the lectures but I didn't do any of the coursework or get assessed on that module at all. And Bio 112, like I said, is biochemistry, and there's some modules in there such as Bio 113, which is genetics, and Bio 114, which is bioinformatics, that's what I always go to say, bioinformatics, I think. Oh no, sorry, biotechnology. And so I didn't take those modules. I did do biomedical, the biomedical microbiology pathway, which is the Bio 1-2, so I did Bio 121, Bio 122, and you do 5 of those, 1 for each 5 weeks, because for first year, I think all sciences are like this, where you'd have 5 modules at a time. There might be some exceptions, but it's like that in maths as well. So you do 2 modules in the first term, 2 modules in the second term, and then 1 in summer term, which is a short term anyway. So I took all of those ones. Well, I haven't done 1, 2, 5 yet because we haven't finished yet. And then for Spanish, that just ran throughout the whole year. There's also other bio ones. There's like Bio 130. I don't know much about that, but I think that's more like biology, like evolution and animals and things like that, but I'm not sure. There's also like ecology modules and elect modules, so many modules. But basically, to swap onto either biochemistry, I couldn't swap onto because I hadn't done all the biochemistry modules and I hadn't done any chemistry. I couldn't swap onto biomed because biomed is a really strict course where I would need to have done certain ones in first year. So it basically left me, I mean there's loads of different courses, but the only one that I could possibly do was one called Biological Sciences, which is what I wanted to swap onto anyway, and that's the most flexible one basically, and you can like do minors of that in first year and stuff like that, whereas a lot of the biology courses you can't do minors with them. Main problem is that for second year I could do all the modules except genetics because I hadn't done the genetics module in first year and I hadn't done the biotechnology module in first year. So I went to speak to the director of natural sciences first, and he was basically like, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to, you might have to continue doing some maths to like fill up the gap, because that genetics module is a 20 credit module, so it's a massive chunk. For second year, I think you do 4 20 credit modules and then a load of 15 credit modules, but they are for 20 weeks. No, 10 weeks. I don't know, I'm confused. But it's basically one of the core 4 modules that you have to do. Well, you don't have to do it, but everyone does do it, I think, pretty much. Unless you're doing another subject. So if I was doing maths could fill in the spot, or possibly Spanish, but then for me to stay on natural sciences it would need to be 75% biology, 25% Spanish, and that wasn't looking like it was going to work out. So then I spoke to the lecturer or the course convener for 113, which is the genetics first year module that I missed, and she basically was like, we haven't done much biology this year, you've only done 5, or you only would have done 5, maybe 6, potentially 7 modules. And I was basically like, oh god, like, it's not looking likely. And she told me to speak to the part 1, which is the first year course convener, and I basically, it took a while, this is over a few weeks, and I went to speak to her, and she basically sorted everything out. And what happened is we went through all the modules, and instead of doing the final maths module after Easter, I know most people just have exams, they don't have much teaching, but we still have, first years at Lancaster still have 5 weeks of teaching. She swapped my Math 105, my final maths module, linear algebra, for Bio 115, so I'll be doing Bio 115 and Bio 125, which are both important and I both need them for next year. And obviously you can't swap Spanish because it's a year long. There's no modules, it's just a year long course. And then she said that next year, the genetics module is in Lent term, I could audit Bio 113 and Bio 114 at the same time. So then that should help to catch up. But then she did say, have you done biology before? Because you don't need biology A-level to study it at Lancaster. And I was like, yes. And she was like, did you do genetics? I was like, yes, I did quite a lot of genetics. And biotechnology. It's like half of A2. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I personally am not a fan of genetics, but it is obviously very important for biology, you can't really ignore it. She said, yeah, you can audit them, and so just try to go to those lectures when you can, you won't get assessed on it. And luckily I am living with two wonderful girls next year who both did those modules, so it's not like I won't have people to ask for help from. And in the summer I might try and pre-learn it, go over that stuff, do some reading anyway, but obviously I'm going to do that after my exams. But yeah, so next year I will not be a natural scientist student, I will be a biological scientist student or biology student. I mean, there's, like I said, there's loads of different biology degrees, and that is really exciting. BSc as well. I doubt I would swap onto masters, but you never know. I didn't know I would be here a year ago. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie, the second year modules are not, like, a lot of them seem quite like proteiny and genetics and stuff like that, which is fine, but there's some good looking third year modules like tropical diseases and the science of aging, I think, or the disease of aging, I can't remember what it's called, but like there looks like there's going to be a lot, and me doing all the core ones for second year means that I should be able to do any of the ones for third year, hopefully. So that's quite exciting, and I will just keep you guys updated on my life. So this is my last week. I've then got 4 weeks off. I think I'm going to do like an Easter revision. I'm not deciding exactly what I'm going to do, so let me know, but I have 4 weeks and 8 modules to revise for. I'm not going to be revising much of Spanish over the Easter holidays. I'm going to carry on like doing some vocab and stuff, but nothing intense, because I have 4 exams in 1 week, and then I've got a week off and then Spanish, so I'm just going to use that full week. It's not even a week, it's like 10 days, and I'm just going to use that to revise for Spanish. But I am going to like basically I do Duolingo every day, and I have an assessment after Easter. It was actually today, but it's been cancelled because my seminar tutor isn't here, and so I've got to prepare for that, and like I'm gonna try and do things like watch some Spanish films and listen to Spanish music and stuff like that. So but I'm not gonna do anything intense for that, but I'm planning to do a maths and a biology module per week. I've done a little timetable. Obviously I'll have to reassess after the first week like how it's going, but that is my plan. I'm not looking forward to going home and revising because I much prefer the library here, and it's always nice that it's like 24-hour and not that I ever revise at any time that I guess sometimes I would be there until like 9-10 at night, and most libraries aren't open till then, but not that often, so I guess it's just good that you don't have to think about it. So I'm gonna have to go back to my local library, which is not ideal. Maybe I'll find some new libraries, probably not, but yes, that's what I have to say for this video. It's just like some updates and stuff. Yeah, so if you have any like Easter revision content that you're interested in, I'll be happy because I'll have a bit more time to edit and stuff. Also, I am on the exec of the Lancaster People and Planet Society. I think I'm the secretary. I mean, we have to put in formal roles, but it's basically me and another girl who are on the exec, and I doubt we're going to do much with it this year, but next year obviously Freshers Fair's a big one. If you want to know more about that, I mean, like I said, I've literally just joined, but I'll be happy. It's very crazy because I only joined in January, but there weren't many other people interested in being on the exec, and I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to be on the exec. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. So like I said, leave any suggestions and stuff down below. I'll see you guys later.